So as I mentioned in the announce for some of you guys who get the notifications, so that's interesting. It's not coming up rendering at full screen. Oh, there we go. But as I mentioned, I was a participant. Oh. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing here about any NDA stuff or stuff that I can't discuss or reveal. Doesn't look like it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, my experience in the alpha was that this game plays... Oh, well. So I assume... So first of all, I didn't know that they were saving any of my profile data in the cloud from the alpha. Set it on regular difficulty. I assume that it didn't get corrupted, but they actually reset everyone's data from the alpha. But my initial perception of this game, having played the alpha, was that it played very much like the Division 2, which I was actually okay with. It'll be interesting to hear commentary from people, reviewers and whatnot, who call that out and see if they call that out as a weakness. I actually really love the Division 2, so I am completely fine with there being a slight variation on that game's gameplay.
Welcome to Aurora, the incubator of World 2.0. My name's Jay Skell, and we've been expecting you. You've been invited here to innovate, to invent, and to create. But we're also asking you to do the most important thing with your lives that you can do. Here, away from the
So this introductory cutscene was also in the alpha?
To lead the planet into the future. A completely sustainable
But it's nice that it's also in the beta, so people have a chance to check it out.
Safe
and get the background story.
Security for your family, and a community where innovation is celebrated. The generations that come after us may forget all about us, but they will thrive because of the work we do here. Thank you for joining Skeltech and Aurora. Together, we are building tomorrow.
Yeah, so, okay. I don't think they've completely scrubbed. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, so this does look much better than it looked in the alpha. And I really, hold on. Uh-oh, yeah. Current appeals will be lost. I don't want to dig through all the menus and individually set everything. Alright, that'll work. I do kind of wish on some of these games, Destiny does this, Destiny 2 does this, The Division 2 does this, and now this game does. I really wish they would do some better means of indicating when something is push and hold, control input on the UI. So I'm going to resist the temptation tonight to, probably going to resist the temptation tonight to dive into all the menus and dig around with the graphic settings and whatnot. Badly need a coffee tonight. So I can understand why they would want to have done the specific opening sequence.
God damn it.
Because this part was a bit janky and buggy in the alpha. And this part was better in the alpha. It was a bit unclear how you were supposed to arm yourself with your first weapon, so it was feasible to kind of run around for several minutes, not knowing where to pick up the pistol, and I like ran off in another direction. Had to come back. A lot more data up on the HUD than was here the first time around. So hopefully most of the default controls will work. Yeah, there was also this, I think in the alpha it just said heal injury and it didn't tell you what button to press. So I definitely spent significant amount of time in the alpha trying to figure out how the heck to apply a first aid kit. And then move. So I was shambling around like that, like you just saw, for a pretty big chunk of time. Let's see. Yep. Map is on M. So you got two hotspots up here on the left and right. Not sure exactly what this thing is. That's where I'm going to head. I think that there are some supplies or something there. As you would expect, you can mantle stuff. Can't remember if there is a cover mechanic to this or not. There's your orders menu. I do need to figure out where they have crouch. What is that? Is there advertisement? Yeah, this also wasn't fully structured either in the alpha. Interface, keyboard and mouse, customize controls. Auto move, sprint. much. That's what I need to adjust, because I definitely do not want that on the control key. I usually have it on Alt. I have prone. While we're in here, we may as well check things out and just make sure that I have a sense of where everything is. So this is all movement. Vault is on the spacebar. It's got to have jump, walk, stealth, swim. Hey, what's going on, TJ? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for checking into the live stream. I appreciate you. We'll give you your own little entrance music here. I do have it pre-ordered, so I am in the loop to get it. We'll see how this beta goes. Hey, brother FM, how you doing, man? Is this a rave? Yeah, we're giving TJ his own little entrance music, entrance soundboard there. I'll get one here for you, too. The hunter gets the duck. Okay, so prone and prone camo. Do I want... I think I need dodge on... I need dodge on alt also. Double tap. So I think all of this is decent for now. I need to figure out where combat, fire, aim, reload, breath control, switch muzzle, switch, jeez. It's an incredibly busy control scheme here. Switch scope. I just need to know how to chuck a grenade for right now. Weapon primary, secondary, tertiary on 1, 2, 3. Use items on G, and the item wheel is Alt. So I didn't see grenade. I'm hoping it's on G. So Brother FM says I'm all right in the damn funk with everything happening. Yeah, I know, brother. I've seen that. I hope things look up for you. So there is a cover mechanic here, much like there is in the Division 2. Also like it is in the Division 2, it is sticky. Alt to open the item wheel and select an item to equip. What is that? Syringe. Okay, so I heard some noise out over here. I believe there is an engagement. Over here to the left. TJ, how are you doing today? So TJ was saying he's planning on getting this. If it's cross-platform, I'll get PC. I doubt that this will be cross-platform, just because that is not Ubisoft's usual shtick. Alright, so I suspect what I hear is the guys who are back over here. Go! Duck. Ooh, boy. Not quite sure how I want to approach this. Dropped him. Now where's his buddy? He's over there. Let's make sure we get the drop on him. He's down. Nicely done. Where'd the body drop? Oh, no. What's up with that? Great. Let's circle back around and see if his buddy is still here in the ravine. That's what I need more than anything is some stuff. Some weapons. I don't want to carry him. Is he not? He didn't give any loot drops? What is up with that? So I guess we'll go back around. Hopefully there's some, I think there's definitely some stuff, some weapons cache stuff inside this building. Hopefully I do not get surprised and popped. Well, hopefully all you guys are doing alright, man. Brother FM, I know you're going through some stuff. I keep hoping for you and hoping that stuff will turn around. 590 to select an item to equip. So I have not picked up a secondary weapon yet. Do have a hotspot to the north, so let's go check that out. Let's back around this way. Oh, there's your boy right there. So I'm not sure. Try and get up a little closer on him. Crikey. Oh no. We're just in there blowing that stuff up. Oh, he saw me. Great. So this is interesting. I think they're experimenting with the cover mechanic from the Division 2 because it's not as sticky as the Division 2 is. You don't get that. You don't get stuck on the wall like that. Why is this guy not falling? That's pissing me off. Come on, go, 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 go. Oh, here he is. Oh, no, no! There we go. Oh, there he goes. Please tell me that he did a weapon drop. I got ammo, but no weapon. I don't understand that. And that's aggravating. I gotta run around with nothing but a pistol for some more. So FM says, hoping it pans out soon. I mean, hell, I'm not even working this week. Next week is, well, not forecasted at this point with work. Yeah, man, I understand how that can be frustrating. Is there... I mean, I don't want you to have to get into all your personal business on stream if you don't want to, but, like, I mean, are you able to... Is there any kind of, like, part-time stuff, or... What the flock? Or, like, any additional gigs you can pick up while they're farkling around with that stuff? Okay, so we got grenades at least. Alright, so there's some type of loot up here, straight ahead. I do like how they're really good indicators. Like, you don't have to... fork around too long with, like, trying to hunt and pack and find stuff. Like, it's pretty clearly laid out on the map. You know, when there is something in a place and you can go get it. Meaning that there's a focus on combat and less of a focus on exploration and wondering whether or not something's going to pan out when you go to a place. Yeah, this cover mechanic... I feel like it's an improvement from the Division 2. Pomegranate fruit. I don't like crafting. So Brother FM says, I'm looking for a new job, actually sticking with this one until I find something else. Cool, man. I know that I realize that that may not be, you know, the choice you want to make or like your optimal choice, but it's at least positive that you know you've weighed your options and have chosen the optimum path as best you can see it. I definitely understand it's not fun when you have like nothing but a set of bad choices to make and picking out, you know, where your choices are limited to what's the least bad choice I can make. So syringes are full. Got some stuff down here to the south. So let's go ahead and proceed. Did I miss my mission objective? Oh yeah, search for survivors, investigate the crash sites, follow the smoke columns. So this is even though I said there's less of an emphasis on exploration. There's less of an emphasis on exploration for loot, but you still have to explore to handle your mission objectives. So that's the syringe that I couldn't get here. If I spin to my left. So this is the crash site. I'm going to get over here and see if this is a loot drop here that I can pick up. But other than that, Brother FM, how are things going, and how's the wedding planning going? Yay, yay! First new weapon. Do I need to access the loadout? Is that not? It didn't immediately attach to a quick weapon slot. That's interesting. So I guess it was saying I could attach that one weapon to either the primary or secondary weapon slot. Man, weapon switch is slow. Which I guess is okay for it to be a little more realistic. Brother FM says stressing like a mofo, honestly, just ready for it to be done and over with. Yeah, man, I understand that.
Shit. My soldiers.
Okay, so I think at this point I've circled back to the crash site.
Damn it.
Now, why is it saying tab interface? Okay, so that brings up the mission objectives, I guess. Okay, so now that we've investigated that site, it's pipping this next site down south on the map. Can I set waypoints? A little bit, kinda, sorta. That's in that direction. Og Monster Tamer. Hey man, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining in on the live stream. Appreciate you coming through. How did you find the live stream, OG Monster Tamer? And I apologize, I can't remember if you were a follower of the channel. You may have followed like a while ago, and I haven't seen you in a bit, which might be why the name's not immediately ringing a bell. I do know I had one follower who came through. Oh, this is Dave. Oh, hey, Dave. Yeah, how you doing, man? Good to see you. It's like, I know that name rings a bell, but I haven't seen that person in a while. Very cool, man. How you doing tonight? So you and Brother FM are two guys who are currently in the job hunt, so got a lot of that going on in the space these days. So OG, did you have your interview already, or is that interview like tomorrow? Guess I should go back and try. It's pretty neat how he actually has to scramble over terrain, and how it slows him down. It's very interesting design on the movement model here. It's very interesting design choices by Ubisoft, because they're trying to get a little. This is a little bit like the Gears of War kinematic model, which is pretty interesting. Oh, there's another big. Is that thing outside? It's inside somewhere. That's interesting. So there should be a break in the wall up here. So OG said, yeah, I might have an offer in Atlanta, and since you live there, I was going to ask. I had an interview with my local city's park and rec yesterday, and I had one today for a tech company in California, but with offices in Georgia and Texas and Arizona and UK. So OG, I grew up in Georgia. Brother FM actually lives in Georgia right now, so he might be able to give you some better pointers or input on living in that area. I know he hates the traffic there. Well, in Georgia you live. Yeah. So yes, I did live in Georgia. I have not personally lived the life of doing that daily commute in and around the Atlanta area. I know it is a bear. Ooh. So good positional audio. I could definitely tell as I came over the hill that these guys were somewhere off to my left. I fought this engagement in the beta, but I came in from the entrance to the rear. Got a little hat, a little capuchon. Well, let's see, that's on the L key. Look at that. Ooh. So interesting. He can take that attachment on and off. Brother FM, prep yourself with traffic. It is a pain. I heard it's trafficy. Yeah. OG says, I wonder how is public transit. California has bad traffic too. Yeah, I don't know. Brother FM, how's your mass transit situation there in Fulton County? One thing I've also noticed is this is the dialogue engine from Far Cry. I know a lot of people don't. Oh, where'd everybody go? Oh, snap. I lost track of them.
Oh, man. Warfare's changing fast, huh? These ghosts got nothing on the drones.
Damn, he got ragdolled. Where is this other guy? I can't tell if he's left or right. He's not there.
Moving.
Where you at? Where you
Get
at?
out of here. They're here. Get them. Stone said no survivors.
Sounds like he's... Oh, here we go. Oh, right in the face. Yeah, I guess a lot of mass transit in that area is... Because you have underground mass transit, right, Brother FM? MARTA buses go all the way down to Palmetto, Georgia. Train lines stop all over, and not sure how much they have expanded the MARTA rail lines. But yeah, but it's underground rail, right? I don't want to call it a subway because I think it goes under, but then also comes up to the main level. So it's not like it's completely subterranean. I think. Got a hotspot downrange. There's not as many. I feel like in the alpha, the loot drops were more frequent and more kind of like right off the bat. Brother FM, some underground, majority is above ground. Okay, very cool. I feel like the cool thing about living in that area, OG, is you'll have, there's so many universities and schools and stuff there that if you want to, you know, continue your education and stuff in whatever field you decide to stick with, that, you know, you'll have those opportunities. Some underground, majority above ground. Going into the Buckhead, Lindbergh area, it goes underground ever into the 5 Points area as well as underground. Even. Okay. Very cool. Yes, I hope that helps OG. Okay. Yeah, I hope that helps you out, OG. Like I said, brother FM is very knowledgeable about that area. Now, why is he not? I need to play with the locomotion a little bit. So, okay, it's two different movement models. So if I want to walk it, you hit N, and that is a toggle. Is that a bad guy? One thing I want to do is I want to. It's on X. That's hilarious because guys all gasped. Oh. Whoa, where's that coming from? Oh! Booyah! And he dropped a grenade. Snap. Those dudes over there heard that. One skill point. I know you guys heard it. So OG says, yeah, so the address is 171 17th Street Northwest. That's an Atlanta address, so I'm guessing it's northwestern part area. So are they flying you in for the interview, OG? Endurance ration. Ration. Okay, yeah, let's arm up the grenade. So now, hopefully, when I hit the G button, there's a loot crate inside. I feel like I can hear somebody else nearby. Or not nearby, but why? So that's a little bit of wonkiness where you have to be in a very specific distance from the thing to access the loot crate. Where's my body armor? Oh, there it is. And then why did you take the ball cap off? Why did you take off the ball cap? Okay, so it looks like we've got a skill point to expend. So let's do healing drone. First step on the skill tree. Why is it? Okay. They keep suckering me into clicking into that thing. It's nothing but an ad, essentially. That's the Midtown area. OG says so. No, so the HQ is here in California. Okay, I got you. The address is pointing to the Wells Fargo building on Google Maps. So I'd meet with someone here and do the next part via video. Okay, gotcha. And then I guess FM is saying that then where you would be working is where he's looking at it on Google Maps. I'm very unclear. Huh. That's weird. It's like there's some skin limitations or something on arming. I don't know. That's weird. Putting on certain clothing. Or maybe I mistakenly clicked a thing that said make their appearance the default no matter what equipment they put on. It's weird. So I've got some type of loot drop behind me and then hotspots to the south. Oh yeah. What the heck was that? I completely missed that animation. OG says sounds like a big building. Brother FM says it's big. Yeah, I think the tallest building is Sky House Atlantic in Midtown Atlanta. Okay, so we got some Skell credits. What I want to actually do is check these two hotspots, one of which should be immediately to my right. And again, this is another area encounter that I think I came across in the beta. And I think what it is there's some dudes patrolling over here in the swamp. And this is where I was hearing this other dude. Trying to go prone.
What a mess.
So I'm in the.
Could have survived those crashes.
We better make damn sure.
So I'm trying to play with this prone camo position where you can just completely ambush dudes who are walking right by you.
Negative contact. They're still searching for survivors. These guys are supposed to be legends.
So OG says, I think it pays 36. Brother FM says, man, be wise about housing. I can tell you moderate under Midtown and Sky House Atlantic are expensive apartment units, I would imagine.
I don't see anything walking away from these wrecks. They're all definitely dead. Stay sharp. Anything can happen, even someone surviving that slaughter.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pistol. Oh, where I am right now, I can't go prone camo. Prone camo.
We don't have enough people to search an area this big.
Prone camo. Jeez.
To test something. Something big.
Oh. Because I'm turned around, I can't,
This is insane. There's body parts everywhere. I saw an arm. By itself, an arm. Survivor's my ass. Who could have survived that?
Well, we better make damn. Whoa.
He better be dead. Nice. Oh, that prone camo mess. Stand up, dude. Nope, stand up. Took those dudes out with no muss, no fuss. Ammo is full. Where's your other boy over here? Very cool. Brother FM and OG getting along. I appreciate you guys. Really, really glad that you popped into the live stream tonight, OG, and happened to bump into Brother FM so he could hip you to all that stuff in the Atlanta area. That's very cool. Let's go back to the rifle. Check where we are on the map. Ooh, 3 hotspots down to the south. I don't know. I'm gonna swerve over and go after the primary objective here. Rather than hitting a lot of those side engagements. Uh-oh, what do we got? Some right side-ish. Yeah, let's keep pushing towards the primary objective. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting in multiplayer tactical application, because here, this is one of the very few shooters I've hit where I feel like
There's gotta be somebody.
terrain actually matters. So OG says, I think if I wanted to work in California, I'd have to move to Fresno or LA, neither of which I'd want to live in. Yeah, man. Those would both be cool, interesting places to live. I mean, I guess LA would, but you'd have to make so much bank for it to not be like a completely stressful experience. Dude down there in the bog. What I really want is my binoculars from Far Cry. Oh, that's interesting.
Stormcloud 1-1, this is Weaver. Come in. Over.
Oh, are they giving you a squad now? I don't know that I want an AI squad right now.
Who got?
OG says, you think Atlanta traffic is bad? Oh, this is your first experience with the actual ghosts.
Check fire! Walker. Shall we, Weaver?
John Bernthal. Gear level 150, so they are clearly telling me to not take on John Bernthal and his cronies right there. Put a marker over their head. Overall power. So I'm at gear level 4 right now. Yeah. So they don't want you taking on the level 150 guys. I can understand that. I appreciate them giving me that warning. Yeah, so I've driven LA traffic once before. OG when I was down there for a pistol match actually, and yeah, it was not enjoyable. And it wasn't even like rush hour, and I was like, oh man, I can't imagine. No, I did drive it. I did drive in rush hour down there one time. So it's very interesting. So what is the? I thought he said their gear level would be over their head. Or is it just that it's all red? I think what they want you to do is just avoid that engagement. It's designed to flush you back the other way. So those are the dudes they don't want me to get, so they don't want me crossing the river. I've got 2 hot spots and a primary mission objective down here to the southwest. So let's go ahead and take those 1, 2, 3. It all stinks. I think Pasadena and Burbank and Glendale might be better. Oh, okay, here are these guys. I think I'm going to go with the silencer on the barrel this time. Your gauge also fills when your teammates get kills. Reviving them fills your gauge quicker. Gotcha. I'm just going to roll right through these engagements. think I got a level 2 already? Oh, went to level 2 in my medical skill. Very cool. So last time, admittedly, when I played the alpha, I actually only played once. And I just felt like... Well, I think I'm definitely going to enjoy this game. Oh, shoot. I also felt like I could clearly tell what this game was and what it was going to try to be in terms of design. So is this vest better? I guess it says it's 1 up, so yeah. What is that? Yeah, so I know. I leveled up in skill. Healing drone. Heals when I was... Hand deployable device. Heal injuries and gain extra health. Oh, I've got an extra... No. I've got an extra skill point. How did I get to that? Here. So let's actually put a skill point on cloak and run. Actually, can I put it there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, I can. It's a push and hold. Okay, experience upgrade. So I'll gain XP faster. I think I'm good now. See anything else here but that guy. No, there's one guy. There's 2 guys for that. Ooh, and a truck just went by. See if I can pull off this headshot. Oh! Ah, you didn't lead him right. Skirmish right. Oh. Clearly some audio problems, so definitely some things to be worked on in the beta state the game is in now. Although audio's back now.
I need eyes on the hostile. How you like this?
Oh, whoa. Blast it. I got multiple. No. I need to figure out. No. I don't know if I have time to figure it out. I need to figure out how to launch my specials. Come on. Settings. Controls. Combat and squad. This item will cycle items. Oh, select item 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Man, I hope. But I don't know if those are your special skill sets. Oh, there we go. Class technique. It only lists 1, but I know that I have 2 at this point. See what happens if I hit Z. Nothing. I need to go to burst.
You're dead! Son of a bitch!
Class upgrades. Did I just level up something else again? No. Okay, so I thought, what would have brought up that menu dialogue? somehow before. No. I brought up the like weapon upgrade dialogue or whatever. How do I get back to that? Oh man. Oh, is it? No, I don't think that's what it was. Ah man, the controls on this game are so deep. Oh, they come up. Okay, they come up while aiming. That's the thing. Okay, there we go. So if I want to switch to burst, I can do that. What is that? Oh, it just changes the reticule. So that changes the ammo type. Alright, there we go. Let's check the map again and get reoriented. So off to my right is the mission objective. Which is interesting because in the alpha, this was not... I thought this was listed as an optional mission objective. There's some dudes and vehicles out that way far. I also need to check. It may have been... I may have binoculars already. Let's see if we do, and see if we can put those to use. There's definitely a way. They give you control to zoom in. So if I have them, what are those? It doesn't look like... Those don't look like the binoculars. Is that my... Okay, so I guess that's my skill meter, which would allow me to then fire or trigger my special ability, so it's not full yet. OG says, do you work in DC or outside the city? I work outside the city, so I don't work inside the Beltway. I try as much as possible not to take assignments inside the Beltway. Just because, I mean, at a certain point, if I'm going to take a job inside the Beltway, it's like, I may as well move to Oklahoma. Right. So I want to go over here and get this loot and then come back and try and figure out how to get credit for having investigated the crash site. Okay, that's nice. The Beltway is the major freeway, right? So when we talk about the Beltway up here, we talk about really like the ring created by 495, and maybe partially 395. I'm not super familiar because I don't transit it a lot, but I think it's mainly 495. And anything inside of there is what we call inside the Beltway. There are plenty of great places to work that are just outside the Beltway, which doesn't, which doesn't cause you to have to cross that barrier. There are, salaries go up, you know, as you go inside the Beltway, just for having to put up with that hassle. But you also get, but the DC metro area, as far as like salary bases and bonus kickers and things like that, extend outside the geographic boundary of the Beltway. So you can work a just outside the Beltway job, and get, you know, near the same salary as you would get inside the Beltway. I'm gonna tap. So I just picked up a new weapon, and they are giving this to you specifically for this next encounter that's coming up, which is these dudes out here by these vehicles. So zooming in did not work the way that I thought it would. OG says, yep. Now there are a bunch of tangos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the train's coming too. So actually, it's just those 5. Go, go, go. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Go, 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 go. Use this thing to cover your approach. No, don't mantle that. Oh, they've got a stamina meter now. No, no, no. Get down, get down. Why do I only have 4 now? Where'd the 5th guy go? Just focus on taking these guys out. I hate it when that happens. Nope, they're all 5, right?
No way they survived those chopper crashes.
All right, we're gonna move out. Your team over there.
Let's see if we can take them down. 1, 2, 3. I think I need to drop the DPI on my mouse, though. Hopefully this is right. It is. There we go. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing that clip real quick, so that'll make a neat little thing. And I'm sorry, OG said, are you going against other people? These are bots. Yeah, I'm not a huge PvP guy. I'm definitely not going to go PvP. I mean, if some people that I know are playing the beta, I tell you, they have done one of the best jobs in character modeling the different locomotion. How he did the high knees when he went into the water there. Okay, did you just pick up the gloves? I'll go into my loadout and check it. Yep. Gear score is now up to 7. I think I actually have an additional skill point. I do. Yeah, thanks, man. OG said nice kills. I don't think I can pile anymore. Nope, so that's not an advancement. So essentially I gotta take one of these skills. Right, because I can't bump that one up. Armor Buster. High penetration bullets. Now it's bugging me is I don't know. So that skill is still not full. I don't understand that. I shouldn't have to fill up. It's not like a super. Like I should be able to launch a drone without that thing being entirely full. feel like there's something I'm missing in the keyboard mapping. So let's move. You would think it would be part of combat, because this gets into vehicles. What is this? Photo mode. Drone. Now, deploy drone is X. Why is that control key lit up? So one of these things is supposed to be a drone. I'll go back and see if X works. Breath control, switch, aim. Class technique should be Z. Cycle vision mode. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that it's Z. So it looks like it's a meter that has to fill. It's a little weird. A little extra. Alright, where do we need to head now? Okay, so it didn't give me credit for having searched the site yet. Let's go back to my regular assault rifle. So I'm really impressed by how the game is coming along. Really, the tail of the tape in this game, though, is how they're going to string these missions together. I like what I've been exposed to mechanically so far, but I don't know. I haven't been exposed to why, from a story perspective, this is something that I want to spend a lot of time with.
Mayday. Mayday. This is Ghost Lead. Does anyone read?
555, Ghost Lead.
Whereas with the Division 2, there's this feeling of kind of
Friend. I got the radio.
conquer the world and take over sections of the map, and then once you have reestablished order in that neighborhood, right, there's an inherent desire to kind of maintain order and not let the enemy factions kind of overtake it.
Follow the trail behind the ancient ruins. Your destination is in the mountains between two waterfalls.
But I don't
Understood.
know if that same hook is here. So OG says, anyways, I'm going to take off. Thanks for chatting, guys. Have fun on the game. Yeah, thanks so much, OG, for swinging by. I appreciate you. Glad we don't see each other as much these days, as I've had to kind of pivot with some of the things I do online. But I'm glad we're both on Twitch and we can swing through and see each other. I try to catch you, man. Obviously, we're on different schedules, so that makes it a little rough sometime. But I will continue trying. And thanks again for coming through. I appreciate you. I don't know if I gave OG Monster Gamer his personal soundboard when he came in. So I'll give him the gunshot there. Oh, this. So I had not had a chance to mess with this in the beta. Oh. I don't know that any of the vehicles were drivable in the beta. I think, though, what it was that, it's not a dude, no. Was that, I tried to get to this and I just kept getting housed, I think was the problem. Alright, so we're going to be heading, let me go ahead and hit that as a waypoint. Heading for the ancient ruins. See how you pop a wheelie. Should have paid attention to the controls listing that it gave me when I popped onto the thing. Yeah, so I think one thing I like about this is it is just... It's going to give you that mix of like Far Cry plus Just Cause plus the Division 2 and kind of mix and match a few of the formulas. Okay, that's not good. There were dudes just there, and now they are gone, and I don't know where they are. This makes me nervous. There's no way in. Really bugs me that I don't know where any of these guys are. Let's go to burst. Yep, let's put the silence muzzle on. Let's go get these guys and kill them nice and quiet like. That's right. I don't like the fact that I have yet to locate where any of these guys are. There's the loot box. Why don't we focus on getting that for right now?
There's body parts everywhere. I saw an arm. By itself, an arm. Survivor. Who could have survived that?
Just stay alert. I don't want to be the guy that misses a survivor and gets us in trouble.
I wonder about it. So 32 of you supposedly landed on the island.
No way anyone could survive a crash like that.
Oh, okay.
Anyone survived and we missed them? Stone will have our asses.
Hoping these guys were just here by themselves. More scale credits. If I've missed anybody, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. I do want this vehicle though. And this will definitely harken back to days of Far Cry. As I spent most of my time running around the island, jacking vehicles. Let's see how this do. Let's still pip. Ooh, that's a long transit, but that's what you do. Reach Twin Falls Mountain. Starts behind the ancient ruins. All right. And again, this is a chapter straight out of the Far Cry book. Why? So we're going to have to understand how you actuate weapons on a vehicle. Not the left and right buttons, which bugs me a little bit. I don't know what else they would be. Please don't tell me this is a thing where I have to switch seats in order to actuate the weapon. I understand the need for that constraint in a co-op game, but or in a PvP game, but for PvE, I'm like, that just feels like an unnecessary hassle. Huh. Okay. So that's weird. There doesn't seem to be. I guess the answer is I do have to switch seats. Okay, so how do you switch seats in a vehicle? Switch seat is C. Because they're saying there's no additional special controls in the vehicle. so he can stick his head out the side? That's interesting. Handbrake, seat change, lights. Oh, so you can't even... So what this seems to be saying is that the only way to fire the weapon is to actually mount up in the seating position. And there's 2 seats there, and that's how you have to man the turret. Great. Makes sense. It makes sense. It's just not pleasant. No, don't. Okay, interesting. So in a vehicle like this, you could put a whole 5-person squad in there. I forget how many. What's the max size of a squad in Breakpoint that they're allowing you to squad up with and do co-op with. But I definitely don't like the fact that in the driver's seat in this thing I can't do anything offensively. Whereas at least in Far Cry, if you jumped in a building, jumped in a vehicle, you could fire. Oh. Doesn't look like there's anybody actually up here. An abandoned vehicle. Easy. New province. Ooh. That's the vehicle. See if we can skirmish right. I got a feeling. Okay, so maybe there is a way to come back up on them on this approach. The easy thing would be if I could get up there. I don't know that I can. This is a climb. So it doesn't, yeah. There's no way to get vertical. Ah. Have to go all the way back around. So I am ready for an assault rifle engagement. So I'm going to get up a little bit closer. Not stand all the way in the back where I know that I can take them out without presenting myself to any danger. Simply because it's fun to mix it up. Take some different tactical approaches to the problems the game's presenting.
Don't think for a second that someone couldn't have gotten lucky as shit and walked away intact. Even if anything survived that, it's not like this swamp wouldn't kill him.
Goes prone. Look at that. I got 5
Cop
guys
shit,
here.
man. I never seen so much death. I mean,
No.
we killed all those guys.
Ah, flip.
Take him out! That's a grenade! Watch out!
Did that work? Blasted skirmish, skirmish, skirmish. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, move, move, move. I don't think there's a way that I can manage the conflict from there. It'd be nice if I could sling under the bridge, but I don't think that's the key. And 1-on-2, 2v1. What is that? What is that? What is that? is the? I mean, what is the? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, nabbit. I should have hit the. Should have double tapped the Alt button, and combat rolled out of that. Wait, are you kidding me? How far back has it put me? So I had assumed that all these were autosaves. I believe that's the case. Interface. There's no quick save key or anything there, right? Let's check the customized controls. That's movement. Photo mode. I mean, there's no system submenu, which would normally be where those kind of controls are. Yeah, I don't think any of this is controller, video. Now, there's nothing in here about doing any kind of quick save, so hopefully it didn't set me that far back. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and mess with the graphic settings a bit. It's on the very high preset. I don't know that you need to crank it up to ultra right off the bat. It just feels like there's still some texture fill that they could be doing to bump up the quality of the graphics. Wait, really? So it put me all the way back at the beginning? What the heck? Can you fast travel? So I'm supposed to transit completely across the map again to get back there? It's ridiculous. The heck? Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous in terms of logistics goes and quality of life improvements that can be made in the game. There's no way in the world you should start all the way back at the very beginning geographic waypoint. That's some Nintendo level crap right there. Oh, these bad guys. Great. So how did I not, Yeah, I just don't have time for this mess now. Now that I gotta run all the way back across that whole stinking map. So as cheesy as it might be, auto kill with sniper. I'm gonna say that that's in the repertoire now. But Gear 7. Nice switch to the UMP, which isn't going to give me a lot of range. It is absolutely one of my favorite CQB weapons to use in a game. Oh man, there's more guys up here. You know, one of the tough things is
I just smoked a ghost. First kill of the day. These
Really?
guys ain't shit. I don't know.
Now let's see if I did this very not smartly. Go prone! Go prone! What? Really? Man. This is a severe pain in the butt. Now this is weird. Now this time, it didn't start me all the way back on the other side of the map. I wonder if this is a bug in the beta. These guys are still there. I mean, this is where it should have started me.
Who the hell is that?
You didn't lead him enough. Yeah, I just didn't want to have to spend a huge ton of time replaying. I mean, the whole point of getting through the beta is getting exposed to as much new content as we can. I don't mind replaying this from having played this in the alpha, but I don't want to spend a ton of time tonight. New boots. It's interesting. So some of those loot drops are definitely randomized. Gear score now is up to 8. Good drive Humvee, for lack of a better term. Oh, got some oomph to it. Now, what I'm guessing is, yeah, I'm gonna have the same encounter. I gotta pass by. Come on, get out of the vehicle. These guys were up the hill last time. So I guess it counts that loot boxes haven't already been checked.
No one can survive those crashes.
See this guy right here?
Anything can happen, even
Where's his trailer? Weird to me that, and I get it. I mean, I guess it makes sense that
Finding cover.
the benefit of going and having to replay some of that stuff to traverse back across the map is that you gain any XP. You basically hit the XP twice for challenges that you've already bypassed. Sharpshooter. Proceed while using a sniper rifle or DMR to activate the weapon. Alright, let's go cloak and run. How do I use that? Proceed to activate the technique. Disappear behind a smoke screen. I don't understand. This, proceed to activate the technique. So I can't tell. There's got to be a way to make one of these active. I don't know what that is. What is this? Okay, customizing your dude again. That's matchmaking options. Join public matchmaking. So actually, huh. Squad privacy. Friends can't join without an invitation. So hopefully this will keep me from being involved or pulled into anybody's co-op event. Bananas. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up the hill and head to next waypoint. Just over there. I'm not gonna. I can definitely see that at some point I might try some alternative routes to get there, see what would happen if I just tried to go straight there. But for tonight, I'm just gonna go back and try and do that one encounter again. Well, interesting that it also marks on the map where there's a hotspot with hostiles, but also whether or not those hostiles have a vehicle. So that's very cool to see. So I guess this time I'm gonna go with what would have probably made the most tactical sense, which was the long rifle. Ooh. Everybody down? Everybody down. Very cool. Stark difference to the way that went down the first time. And we got a neat handy-dandy vehicle up here to take. Some mall boots. Is that... Yes. Okay, so this is how you equip a perk. Equip a perk, but how do... So how do you... I don't know how you equip it. I would think that you would only be able to equip one. Yeah, I just don't understand. How do you equip that, though? Versus some other skill set, right? Push the rubber. Okay, so here's my loadout. Change preset. So I'm not getting how you equip. Equip a perk you have unlocked in the skill tree. But there's like no... There's no control interface here. What is going on? Okay. It's like when I click on that, it's not giving me any option to toggle or change anything. No. Create or select a preset. Is that... It's just not giving me an interface to change it. And I definitely have, you know, different perks. So I would definitely like to be able to play with each of these for to kind of feel through the different play styles that they would invoke. But I don't see any way to make them the ready skill settings. So what that seems to me is that I have perks that I can't arm, but I know that there's a way for you to get to them. Alright. Whoa, easy. When I'm going over the edge somewhere. Okay, so we're still on our route to Twin Falls Mountain. Looks like we are clear. There's an abandoned vehicle up here. 2 abandoned vehicles. And a loot crate just over... Oh, where is that? Is that all the way down at the bottom? Hey, is there anywhere for me to... Anyway, I don't think that that's worth going after it. tempting, but I'm just going to call it not worth it. Okay, we're coming up on the crash site here. So, yeah, let's make that approach on foot. Of course, I assumed that when I saw the exit was at this level or below, I hadn't really planned for the contingency of it being up above. So I'll have to see if that's the actual case on where it's actually located. That's not cool. I could have driven around up here. Well, this is kind of going up the mountainside, so. Cheating a little right now because I don't have my binos. We're here. I would have thought that I would have actually had some resistance, but that's hello. They should kind of auto pick the flowers. Is this the cave entrance right here, though? It does look like it. Okay.
Stop right there! Who are you?
I was invited. Who the hell are you?
Another one. You can always turn around and go back down the mountain.
Things are a little tense, you know? Just watch how you handle that weapon. We don't allow shooting in Erewhon.
And what's Erewhon?
The cave, so we call it. Get in.
So this is clearly where you have kind of like the faction. Are these dudes with you now? Yeah, they appear to be with you now. So you've run into some other ghosts, apparently.
What is this place?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Other than supply depot for NPCs. Faction leader. I guess I feel like this is kind of like the control point. It's actually more like the settlement was in Oh, there's shops and all sorts of stuff. So what is this guy? This is where my actual objective is.
Are you boys all right or what?
Well,
the only two left in our chalk. No radio, no drones. Between the two of us, we got 2 rifles and 8 mags.
Locals got water here. And some supplies.
So we're coming up on a breakpoint here. I'm going to be
Can you believe this place, man?
stepping away to make a little more coffee for the last hour of the live stream.
They're still keeping us on a short leash.
I'm wondering how many more faction cities like this there are in the game.
No clue. But there are definitely hostiles out there.
Tangled with some troops out there who were calling themselves wolves. You know who we're dealing with?
Now you're dealing with me. You the one in charge here?
Who's asking?
My call sign's Nomad. I'm the officer in charge of this operation.
By operation, I assume you mean the massively wild screw-up.
Hey,
Thanks,
man.
dude.
You playing nice?
It's trying to find out why a bunch of grunts are falling from the sky into our laps, honey.
Well, someone sank a naval cargo ship off the coast. Then the entire archipelago overall went dark. Now, we were sent here to figure out what happened.
Hey, what's up, brother FM? How you doing? Glad to see you still around.
Our choppers were taken down.
Yeah, brother. I've been up since 3
Almost
a.m.
half of my
this morning,
soldiers are
so this
dead.
is my second live stream of the day. So I'm definitely gonna need a skosh bit of extra
we can
coffee
tell.
to get through the rest of the night.
Some kind of military takeover. Sentinel. Military contractors.
You've been up
they
pretty
put
late
this
too.
place
I know.
Under martial law. Using the
Yeah,
old
just gonna
boot
play
in the
some
neck
World War Z.
technique to
Okay, very
enforce
cool.
it.
Skeltech is still making all the high-tech stuff they always make. Except maybe now they're making more weapons. Not exactly the libertarian utopia J. Skell advertised.
Where can I find Jay Skill?
The head of Skeltech himself. We haven't seen him, but his drones are keeping an eye on his islands.
So you think he's still a part of this?
I've been up since
I'm
like
just
8
not sure
a.m.
why.
Yep. Probably pretty
I'll
tired
be
yourself too.
figuring it out on my to-do list. For now, I see our wounded.
Yeah. One of your guys needs to rest, but he won't shut up. Calm him down, yeah? And then come find me. I'll give you the guided tour.
So FM Gaming says getting there. Ugh. Okay, so I guess she gave me another, just give me some more weapons. I guess completing it gave us a few additional items. I thought it did. Not actually seeing new weapons in the inventory. The objectives board. Those are new blueprints. Okay. A crap ton of different weapons attachments. Clue collection. Not down with that. It's a big old Easter egg hunt. So FM, you're playing World War Z on PC, right? So I guess I've got a few different options. Well, like I said, I went ahead for rest. I don't really need to rest. Need to go see the faction leader. DJ, this may be cross-platform at launch, so I'm getting it on PC. What about you? So yeah, I mean, my pre-order right now is in for PC. I don't know that I'm going to keep it, but I mean, I'm playing the Division 2 on PC, so probably likely I would get it on PC if I do get it. I don't know. Are you seeing news that it actually said that it would be cross-platform? Because I mean, from the E3 announcement, and since then, I haven't seen any news saying it's going to be cross-plat.
And also,
And like I said,
Mary needs some repairs on her fence.
right now, I'm not.
Use a hand today as well, so
I'm not assuming. I don't have any information that tells me it would be cross-plat. I'm not assuming that for Ubisoft. Okay, so I guess you can get. I guess we'll get the new mission from him. I don't understand how you select it though. Okay. Spacebar.
Nomad, how are you?
Missing the comforts of home? Otherwise, not bad.
Don't let those comforts control
Did you say
you.
it's an article for cross-plat? Okay.
Listen, I've been tied up with some personal business, so I was hoping you would do me a favor.
Sure. What's up?
Rumor has it some old dog tags turned up just west of Howard Port. The fellow who discovered them said he
So,
found them on a
TJ, when is
skeleton out in the
Gears
woods
of
by a
War coming
bombed
out?
old Jeep. He didn't want to disturb the remains out of respect. Thing is, I think they belong to a
I
Cold
keep meaning to
War
look
buddy
up the
of mine.
specific date over the last couple of days,
Cal
and I
was
keep
a good soldier and an even
just
better
not
friend.
remembering to do it when I'm sitting down at a
He saved
computer.
my life half a dozen times. Sad we lost touch over the years, and well, I'd just really like to know what happened.
Yeah, I get it. We've both buried our share of friends. I'll check it out.
I suggest searching just north of Groves Pond. Shouldn't be too tough to find. It's near Gordon Slough over in the Sinking Country province.
That's on an article. It will come after launch, which is fine for me. Okay. All right. Very cool. Ghosts of the Past. Investigate location where dog tags were found is the northern. What? Come on. Is the northern part of the Sinking Country province, on the northern shore of Gordon Slough. It is next to a crashed vehicle. Okay, so the map has opened up a little bit. No. Available objectives are 4. I'm trying to select into one of these. I'm not quite certain how to do that. Gears are up today for the Ultimate Edition. Okay. But the worldwide release date is 9/10. So you're getting it on PC. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that game just snuck up on me. I knew it was a fall release, but I don't think I really recognized that it was the first week of September until I saw a lot of the chatter today. Yeah, I'm vapor locking a little bit on. Oh, that's specific. Okay, well, that's specific to that region. Main missions, faction missions. It's weird to me that no, Sinking Country province. So that's a different. Okay, there's the Sinking Country province. Northern shore of the Gordon Slough. Just trying to figure out which part of the coastline they're talking about. Groves Pond, Gordon Slough, okay. On the northern shore of the Gordon Slough. It is next to a crashed vehicle. On the northern shore of the Gordon Slough. So, what does that mean? I guess it means it's somewhere up here. Okay, so that's where I dropped my waypoint. It is next to a crashed vehicle. Whew, that's a lot of ground to cover.
You heard from Samuel?
Not since last
So
week.
let's see if we can
I'm
at
sure
least get
everything's
pointed in
fine.
the right direction of where I need to
Last
go
time I saw him, he was stomping through here like a goddamn hurricane.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
to purchase an aircraft. Was it over here? I think what I'm trying to get to is the actual faction leader, so that we go back and continue on with that primary objective. Okay. Well, he's the faction leader. Haven't I spoken to him twice tonight already? Spacebar.
It'd be a pretty island without all the military contractors and killer drones.
Used to be. I'd get some leave and just walk. I'd spend whole weeks just walking around with a pack on my shoulder.
Well, I'm probably getting my share of sightseeing.
These islands have changed hands so much, it's like a time capsule. I keep telling myself, one day, I'll get back out there, just see it all again before I'm too old to make the trip. Then again, who knows how far I'd get now.
Okay, so we're not going to cycle through all
I'll
those.
talk to you later. See ya.
Alright, well, like I said, I am going to step away to grab another cup of coffee. So what did I just unlock? Investigations. Alright. But then I'll be back to finish up. We'll probably be, by that time, probably about 45 minutes left in the live stream. So thanks so much for everybody who rolled through. Like I said, I'm going to put you on the BRB screen, and I'll be right back. Don't do a backflip on this one. Ooh. Come on. What the heck is going on? What? No, am I supposed to go vertical here? Flippin' A, I'm never gonna get that. What the heck? Or is it that I'm supposed to get enough? There may be something I'm not figuring out here. It could be... No, you know what it is? Hold on. Oh, what it is I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to start that over. I think I'm supposed to get scooped up by that thing and get some extra momentum to get up over the hump. Oof. And actually, I mean, so you can do a run and take some stupid and take some faults, but the problem is often they start you somewhere where it's really hard to, because you don't have the speed. Over rotated. Blast it. That's what I need to do. I need to get picked up and kind of rock back and forth in that thing. And yeah, and then there's a thing up there. Alright. And this is just kind of what Trials Fusion is. It is this big, long, grindy game through multiple challenges that sometimes requires you to do a crap ton of trial and error. And sometimes it is not fun. Sometimes it is frustrating. Frack. I can see this morning I'm just not going to get a lot done, so it's actually good that I'm doing this as a local game capture and not so much on stream. No. Flipping A. Grah. So this is actually my first Trials game that I played. I think I played the demo of Trials Fusion and didn't really particularly care for it. Again, I think I had problems kind of... What the heck? Understanding what this game really is. This iteration, I think I've got my head wrapped around. I don't know why the bike is bucking like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just this is just kind of a big erector set physics engine. Snap it. This is the thing that really gets frustrating to me when I'm like, okay, so like the first 5 times I did this, I got it. And now all of a sudden, like I'm crashing at that part. Like I don't know what I did to get it right the first time, so I don't know what I'm doing that makes it wrong. Ugh. And these are these days with this game that I'm just like, I just want to put it away. Like F1 2019 had some aspects to it that were frustrating, but, you know, in a 2-hour block of time, I felt... Freaking... Oh, okay. That's another thing that's tough. You have to, a lot of times you feel like you're about to derp it, and then you're like, oh no, you actually pulled that off. Is that gonna make it? Is that gonna make it? No! Nope, you missed it. I'm actually stuck. Flippin' A. Gosh. Great. Nope. So right now I'm just trying to recon this segment and figure out what the heck it is I'm supposed to do. Almost. Oh, you almost had it there. Okay, there you go. You were trying to leave too late. All right, so let's try this again. Nope, you cannot do that. Yeah, but this is one of these days where for an hour of game time I may do nothing but you know, I tried the one thing and failed it, and I may do nothing but work through to get this. When I'm not thinking, I just automatically go into the backflip, and I gotta remember not to here. Scoop it. There you go. And then, right, and then a lot of times you'll get these and they're not as tough as you thought they were. Like that little segment. Oh, flip. It's just... I screwed it up because I thought... I went into the backflip and thought I wasn't going to land it, and then I actually did land it, and then I screwed it up because I thought I was already out. And I almost think this is almost more a game of temperament than... The big thing is just, can you deal with the constant failure? Great. So other pieces of equipment that I'm using to render the game capture this morning. I am using an Elgato HD60S for a capture card. For webcam this morning, I'm using the Logitech C930E. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the live stream. I stepped away to grab some coffee, and we're going to get back to it. So we've got about 40 minutes left tonight. We just discovered this, I don't know what this place is, some type of settlement camp around the island, which has people you can hire to be part of your party. I'm going to treat this like, it has some shops where you can buy stuff. I'm going to treat this like, so it's a little bit like, oh no, don't do that. A little bit like Red Dead Redemption 2 in that aspect, as well as last year's Far Cry 5. I think everything is back this way. I'm going to elect to play this the same way that I played Far Cry 5, which is I'm not going to hire party members. I found while they were cool, I didn't really find them interesting as far as the progression model went, except occasionally teaming up with, like, the animals. Because they were pretty neat. Talk to the wounded survivor. I guess I do have to do that part. Where is he? Erewhon's infirmary. So we got several different markers up in here. I don't know how many. Oh, there we go. Don't know how many of them are actually relevant.
Oh. Hey. How are you, man?
Nomad. Who's left? Who made it?
Hey, you just relax, pal. I'm doing what I can.
You damn superhero. Here's another superpower.
I can't find Midas. But Weaver... Hey, just relax, pal. We'll take care of it, all right?
And the Wasp.
Yeah. And with the comms blackout, I can't reach the ship. But I'll talk to Matt Schultz, the big guy. He might have a boat I can use. Don't you worry. I'll come back with some help.
Go.
Alright, have objectives updated. Mission completed. 1,000 scale credits. Damn! Investigate location where the dog tags were found. Oh my gosh. Thanks so much for the raid, brother. You guys are cray-cray. We give you my own soundboard.
Delta 2 out.
Thanks so much for the raid hype, fellas. How's everybody doing tonight? Appreciate you swinging through. Yeah, I'm generally on until about 12:30 midnight my time when I come through. Brother FM is up in here, hyping it up as well. I'm doing good, Game Thriller. How was your live stream, man? Did you play Minecraft tonight or Dragon Quest Builders or something new and different? Thanks so much for the follow, Medic as well. Follow. My new follow alert goes on for quite some time, so thank you very much. Getting a new follower makes me want to drink a little cup of Joe. That time without the sound effects. Bit of a short stream tonight, though. Okay, very cool. And Matt, let me give you your own personal soundboard for that follower. I appreciate you. All right, very cool. So we're playing the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta, if anybody's interested in that. This will be the new game coming out from Ubisoft. I believe it drops on the 4th of October. So it'll be the latest iteration of the looter shooter. Ghost Recon franchise is a little different in that it previously existed as a outdoor tactical shooter with an AI squad, and it has since been turned into another one of Ubisoft's open world, but specifically looter shooter open world style game designs.
Thanks for looking after him.
Medicus Long, thanks so much for the host. I appreciate you. Let me give you another soundboard of your own personal designation.
You, Flacco. You know why we're here?
Used to be Skeltech's military advisor.
Thanks so much for coming through with all the hype, bringing all the love with the hosts. I appreciate you guys so much. Definitely needed it. I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning, so I'm going on, what is that, like 19 hours being awake. Trying to struggle through and get through these last 30 minutes of the live stream. Appreciate you guys coming through. So Game Commander says he played Minecraft tonight. 3 a.m. is quite a long time. It is. So on Thursdays this month with my schedule, I do 2 live streams on Thursdays. So one early a.m. At my morning show that I call Logic in the Morning.
You got a mean look in your eye. You got big
plans. And then my regularly scheduled nighttime live stream. So,
you know how I can get off this island?
Right.
So, Gabe, what were you? What was the objective? Because I always know for Minecraft each night you have like a plan or a thing that you're trying to accomplish. So, what was your big Minecraft objective for tonight? And did you accomplish it?
With your tail between your legs.
This game has some pretty lengthy cutscenes, lengthier than I had expected.
There's a couple dozen clicks off the coast. If I can get there, I can go.
Yeah, I wanted to. So normally I'd been doing 4 live streams tonight, and I wanted to add a few more.
There are a couple of jarheads.
But I didn't want to get into a situation where I was live streaming every single day, because I need downtime to. I do podcasts and stuff, and I need downtime to do video editing and some other kind of tech tasks. So what I wound up doing was I wound up throwing the additional live streams into a morning show, which I have to do pretty early. And that gives me a chance to hang out with friends I have who are overseas on GMT.
So some of our friends, homesteaders and Skell employees both.
And as well as catch some people like on the back shift who are night workers. So Game Gorilla says, just kind of
Absolutely.
Just kind of goofed off. Just kind of goofed off about was really helping out a mod in her server.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen. I'm not a Minecraft guy. I've seen the conversation about Minecraft like servers, custom servers and whatnot, and that ish goes deep, dude. You guys get into some very highly detailed discussion of that stuff. I cannot keep up as just a casual bystander. So is Minecraft, I mean, I know you've played Dragon Quest Builders as well, but is Minecraft so complicated in its deep kind of, I want to almost say it's deep kind of crazy, like, do you have to, like, dedicate your, like when you're on Minecraft, do you dedicate yourself to, like, that, to, like, a block of time for, like, several days at a time, or, like, a few weeks at a time to, like, just do Minecraft? Oh, look, the outhouse. So I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. This game is good for maps, but an individual map of the actual cave that I'm in is at a little higher level of detail, a little lower level of detail than it's actually maps at. I believe the entrance exit is back out over here, though. I think... As I told someone tonight, there's so many ways to play Minecraft, right? Minecraft is easy to drop in and drop out. One thing leads to another. Very cool, man. I'm glad it's a good good game for you. Matches your gameplay lifestyle, if I could put it that way. Flippin' A. Okay, there's the exit over there. Let's get the flock out of here. Ooh, can I get out? Doesn't look like there's a path across from here, actually, so I gotta go back out and go around. At least I did. We have identified exactly where the exit is now, though. Some are hardcore survival, some are focused on creative mode, some play it modded, so many ways. Yeah, that's what I guess that's kind of what I mean, is that it's so, there are so many options and so many different ways to play. I don't do well. I'm a person who kind of needs some level of structure. I actually, quite honestly, like even these kind of games, it took me a long time to be able to play these because I would just constantly be distracted. It wasn't until I came to understand, which really happened with me last year playing through Far Cry 5, that I really kind of had to come up with my own structure and paradigm with which I was going to use to progress through the game. So these guys were with you before. I don't think they're necessarily going to follow. But that's very cool, man. Guided mode. So far, you experience the game with guidance. Mission icons were displayed in the HUD. Yeah, I definitely want the mission icons displayed in the HUD. Absolutely. Turn off by default. You have to figure out your objectives. No. No, we're turning that back on. As I just mentioned, without some structure, and I got, holy cow, I've got 10 skill points. That's very interesting. I guess finding that little enclave is like a major milestone in the game. Didn't really think it was that big of a deal. So I'm gonna not put points into assault, but we'll put them into parachute. Oh, there's all sorts of, wow. This is almost overwhelming with all the branched options you have here now for, why is that going the wrong way? For how to invest in your build now. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the points in this perk. And then this thing. What is this? Better dismantle. Scavenge more parts. 7 points left. Alright, let's go ahead. It's flipping me out how it moves in the opposite direction than the WASD keys. Okay, True Grit. Man, now it's starting to unlock all this stuff. Yeesh. Alright, let's just... Because this is getting... This is starting to drive my head underwater. It's not letting me... Can I not unlock that? That's weird. I also don't like that it's not telling me... Yeah, there it is. Weird. It's needed a different specific button press. Okay, so now I'm out of skill points. Now the one bug that's really bugging me... Haha, see what I did there? One bug that's really bugging me is... I didn't press the right thing. This is loadout. Is... Oh, now you can equip. Okay, so I guess... That's weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. What? So it counts that as like the only... So I still haven't figured out how you differentiate between some of your skill set activations. Some of your skill set activations give you a special. And you can activate it, but in some cases you have multiple specials available based on your skills that you've acquired. And it's not clear to me which one of those is selected for you to arm. I'm trying to see what other new objectives we have. Still saying I've got new objectives, but I do not understand. Oh, investigations. Okay, so I guess that should reveal guidance on where you need to head on the map. Yeah, this is more complicated than the Division 2 to a certain extent. There's a little more freedom and self-actuation that Ubisoft is expecting you to do to get through this game. Which I'm not quite certain I agree with, but no worries, because we're going to take a helo ride.
I'm an angel, and I kill firstborns while their mamas watch. I turn cities into salt. I even, when I feel like it, rip the souls from little girls, and from now till kingdom come, the only thing you can count on in your existence is never understanding why.
So that's, come on, get into the right seat. So I've never driven a helo before, so we're trying to figure this out. I don't want a parachute. Oh, there's the controls. So AWD, Alt, Control Shift. Alright. Okay, there we go. But I cannot fire any of the weapons. I don't actually have that far to go by air to get to my waypoint. So this now gives you... One of the things that's most interesting about this game is how many of Ubisoft's different games it incorporates. Design models from. So this So the vehicular engine is clearly straight out of Far Cry. It definitely has the Far Cry dialogue model. Whoa, 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 whoa. For the NPCs. I need to put this thing down without wrecking it and ruining myself. Okay, I think that will give us just enough room. Okay. Very short helo ride. There's a loot box here. I guess that's it. Nothing much else to investigate. It gives me a primary mission objective over there, so let's head over there and see what that is. I'm hoping that that's not just the cave again, but I'm not absolutely certain that's not the case. One of the things I love in Far Cry is, oh wow, that's actually a significant amount of... Now, I could drop down and hit that base down there in the lower left-hand corner. Again, that feels to me like echoing elements of the design from Just Cause, which is not an Ubisoft game, but I'm sure this team is aware of it and borrowed from that. Now, usually when I'm going into a definitively offensive action, right? If I'm going in to do a base assault in Far Cry, a lot of times what I would do is I would fly the helo in and then parachute in from the helo, let the helo crash. Okay, so this is me. I'm going to this investigate location where the dog tags were found. So while I'm itching for a fight, because we've spent a lot of time not in combat, interesting, there's a house there. Mobile threats. I don't have a good clearing to put the helo down in. Great. I guess. Okay, fine. I'm gonna put the helo down in this clearing, and then make my approach on foot. Easy. I don't really know, I don't know how much of this model will take into account me hitting tree branches. Ooh, easy. Okay, let's secure the lights and go ahead and pop out of the helo now. We'll make the overland approach to my mission objective, which will hopefully allow me to come in a little, what is that? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Go prone, go prone, go prone. Get, So that allows you to go concealed. Okay. We were fortunate that was not a, it's a good lesson to learn that there are helos on patrol, which again is something definitively out of the Far Cry 5 design. Alright, we gotta see what's going on in this tower. I don't know if these are friendlies. What is that? Jeez. Oh, thanks so much for the sub, Game Camiller. So, I've been subbed to so few times, I've never heard that alert. Of course, I mean, I change the alerts out every month, so I wouldn't have heard it anyway, but that particular caught me off guard. I appreciate you, brother. We should turn them mad. Yeah, I always have the alerts turned up loud. Because I never want to miss them. I think, Terry, you were in one of my live streams once where I had the sound effect was on. That's weird. That looked like a vehicle that came in, where the sound effect was on a silenced pistol for a raid, and Raven came in and raided me, and I completely missed it because it was like a doop 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 kind of sound. And I think I was playing a flight sim or something like that, or something was going on. It was a newer game that I was playing, and I panicked because I didn't know what the heck was going on. Selected Intel to gather. How do I select it? There's only one option. But thanks so much for the sub, brother. I very much appreciate it. Game Camiller helped me out many times. Trying to return this favor. Yeah, no problem at all, man. You don't have to do that, though. I just believe in paying it forward, so I never expect anything in return, but I do appreciate it. Maticus. Turn the mad oops. Yeah, Turn. I think you were in the stream that night. Frag out! Alright, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Yes, Game Camiller, you did break my concentration. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. I feel so bad because you guys are joining the live stream and I'm in this big exploration loop. I just have not. You've just hit me at a point where I'm not combat heavy, which we were earlier in the live stream. All right, so we got better armor, I hope. Blackhawk Strike Vest, yes. Tempted to try and jump and parachute off this thing, but I worry that it will not work exactly the way the Far Cry parachute does, and I'll wind up deed, and then you guys will have to watch me backtrack, as this game is pretty. It was pretty punishing at least one time earlier tonight with the backtracking. I was really not pleased with that. What is? Oh, I don't have my sniper rifle arms. I don't have the super scope. I don't quite know what the heck that is. Those appear to be campsites out on the periphery. We'll go ahead and dash. So no threats. Well, there is one. Like I said, there appears to be one vehicle. What is? Oh! Okay, these aren't inherently bad guys.
Hello. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Selected intel to gather. So I guess so.
Any idea how to find this location? Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, another helo inbound. I don't see it on the mini-map at all. Alright, we'll continue proceeding towards this Ghost of the Past objective. Oh, there's a loot crate there. That's nice. Picked up an old shell. Another new weapon, ASR A2. No idea what that is. But we'll arm it just to play around with it. I think I'm going to change my loadout too, so I have my sniper rifle armed. then just because I want to wreak some havoc before we get done with the live stream, it looks like we've got some nighttime camping hostiles over in this direction. Let's go over here and probably not going to be able to kill them in their sleep. I suspect that the AI will be wide awake. Oh. As I suspected, they are wide awake. I almost hide in bushes in order to stay stealthy. A bad feeling. Is that that's not their campsite though, because is that the helo out there in the distance? Hold on, we have some cover here. No, these guys are right over there. Oh, go prone. Where is my? I'm not in position to go prone camo. Now I can. So prone camo in this game is a thing that allows you, if you remember movie scenes where like it's Spec Ops guys like hiding in like a swamp or in the muck or mud or whatever, and they pop up. This is kind of what that thing is supposed to provide a capability for. But it's a little monkish in terms of you have to be on like a specific part of terrain that allows. Come on, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to take these guys out. Please tell me I'm on my. Nope. Let's go pistol. Still pretty effective, even if I couldn't show.
Enemy contact! I get low!
Alright, not as elegant as I was hoping to make it. Another new weapon, light machine gun. Gotta like that. And this is actually going to give us an opportunity to check out some of the vehicular stuff for you guys who joined the live stream. You got to see the helo earlier. So is that the same? So, oh. So that objective marker should have cleared if I've actually done what I was supposed to do. It seems to indicate that there's something else that I'm supposed to do here. What is that? Oh, yeah, you mistaken the intel. So now we have accomplished. Check your intels in the Aurora Archipelago page to unlock further information. We just go there right now. Weapon objectives, you got an LMG, so you got that blueprint. Investigations. Okay, so this is trying to figure out who the masked soldiers are. Mad Schultz on the Wolves. Lieutenant Colonel Walker, I think that's John Barenthal's character. Skeltech's military advisor. Alright. So that clears off one little increment of the story. Where's my... Wait, where... Okay. I thought the motorcycle had disappeared. Let's get back on it. Nope. Come on. I thought this was the... Is he not getting through that? Am I stuck now? Come on. Come on. Okay, so the bike's not stuck, so that's good. Can I get through here? No, don't do that. Okay, so apparently there's intel there that I didn't grab either. Oh, pomegranate fruit. I don't really care about that. And honey. What is the thing that has an eye on it, though? Investigate. This is a completely different meta that I am... not understanding how to select. Before, I thought I was just using the arrow keys. Well, since something is approaching, we're just going to take the one that has selected. Come on, come on, come on. Move, 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 move. Get on the bike. Get on the bike. No, no, you screwed that up. They just popped a flare. What is that? Drones. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Drones got you targeted. You just need to... Ah! What was that? What was that? Ah! What? Kill the drone. Switch, 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 switch. Ah! Flippin' A. That was unexpected. First encounter with a drone, I did not... First of all, I didn't know that they were armed drones. I was trying to switch to my submachine gun, but that did not... I didn't switch it off fast enough. It's a high-threat environment. Typhoon badge. There's a lot to do in this game, and I don't... Again, this is the closed beta, so I don't yet understand all the metas that are part of the progression model. And really, I just really wanted to... create a little chaos and wreck some stuff before I signed off with the live stream, so you guys can at least get to see some of the combat. And I'll be a little more noisy and obvious this time. Hopefully it won't be another drone and I just get completely housed. Kind of throw caution to the wind here. This thing was interesting me. I don't know what the heck this is. Is it just a pile of salvage junk? Yeah, there's all sorts of loot around it. Is that just ammo? Water canteens, okay. Huh. We are summoning the devil. Okay. These bad guys? I believe they are. So we're going to go ahead and get in here and mix things up a little bit. I'm just going to play a Bogart. Oh, what is that dude with the... It's not... Oh, no, 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 no! I didn't expect there to be... Okay, grenade out. It's the first time I've really used that tonight. Not really super happy about, Oh, what is that? I left my target. I don't know why it failed me. I don't know what my target was. Okay. Very happy that we took him out. I'm not going to be able to get, I was trying to maneuver to cover, but... Oh, did it just drop a loot crate? No, that was part of their campsite. One of the things that's not great is all of the Forget what I want to call it. I hate that. Like, what? I should be able to cycle selected intel to gather, but it's not letting me cycle the intel. Tab's not working, backspace isn't working, page down's not working. And this might be just a beta-ism. Oh. I don't know. So this is weird. Well, I called up. I need to knock off the stats. So we'll just select the first option that they provided us. At least that's a new weapon blueprint. What I want to do is I want to arm the LMG, right? Because at least that we had a vehicle that took off a little bit earlier. At least that LMG will equip me to deal with armed drones and whoa! It's my sniper rifle, which what do I got? Got guys on 2 different vectors here. That's a problem. Okay, one down. There's no really good cover out here. Okay. At least we got the tree. Okay, he's down. Some extra ammo here. Okay. Again, another standard shtick from Far Cry is I should be able to free these guys, right? Or talk to them or something. Release, there we go. Hit detection was what I was thinking. There's a couple things here where the hit detection is a little wonky in terms of where you need to be positioned. There's so many contextual menus in here where there's not a specific button to hit a thing. There's many buttons to hit a thing, all depending on how you're positioned in relationship to an object, and those things are definitely in beta set and need to be improved. I've released you. Why are you still hanging around? So this is a for instance example of that. So look, guys, thanks so much for the raid, Game Camiller. I see the shirt. Yeah. So you do YouTube videos? Yeah. So actually, way back in the day when I started live streaming, I experimented with with all the different services. I would go back and do that more intensely later, but on the very front end, I started on Twitch. There were some things I wasn't happy with about Twitch as far as some bugginess, like in exporting videos and VODs and things like that, and the way the mobile app worked. So after a quick investigation, I eventually flipped over to YouTube and did most of my videos, most of my like live streaming gameplay videos over there. And that's and I still maintain a steady YouTube channel over there. So while I live stream to Twitch, I always export all of my VODs to my YouTube channel. So my subscribers over there can watch that content in archive format and don't have to worry about like when exactly I'm live. But yeah, so I have a YouTube channel with probably about, I think at last count, like over 600 gaming videos on it. Of different games from different genres. It's a whole project thing of me wanting to capture gameplay over a certain period of my life. So So that channel's been up and has been populated with videos for about 4 or 5 years at this point. So yeah. Cool. I subbed to you out there. Oh, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. Well, that's going to do it for me for tonight. The next time that I will be live will be early AM Saturday for another episode of Logic at Dawn. That's at 7:30 GMT, 3:30 AM Eastern Time. Again, mainly for people overseas and people working the back shift who need something to do to keep them occupied. I think I am done with this beta. I've liked it and I've enjoyed it, but it's very clear to me what this game is. And I don't really need to experiment with it a lot more. I just need them to finish it and release it, and then I'll decide if I'm going to buy it or not. So Saturday morning and Saturday evening, we'll probably be back to the monthly plan for September, in which I'm playing a bunch of flight sims. I just picked up a new flight control system, the Logitech G X52. I've been playing Wings of Prey, which is a World War II flight simulator. I'll be probably starting to switch over to IL-2 Sturmovik, or IL-2 1946, which is a World War II flight sim based in Russia, Soviet Union, on their World War II era aircraft. So that's what we'll be converting to over the weekend. And like I said, I'll be live next early Saturday morning, and then again Saturday night. And of course, for you guys who are here, you can see my schedule down below the live video feed. So I know that you guys have been here and have been hanging out with Game Camiller, so I don't necessarily you guys shouldn't feel obligated, but I am going to launch a raid over to Jono Streams, who's a good friend of mine, who's playing Star Wars The Old Republic right now. So if anybody wants to hang out for that, you are certainly welcome. I really appreciate all you guys stopping by. Game Camiller, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the sub. Turn the Mad, thank you much for popping in. Maticus Long, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate all of you guys. We will be doing this again on Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and queue up the raid for the time being. And for those of you who want to hang out and go pop over and say hello to Jono Streams, even for a few minutes, I would appreciate that as well. So until next time, happy hunting. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Gascally Stamus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube. That's going to do it for me for tonight. I'm out of here.
We'll be right back.